What if the space race between the United States and the Soviet Union had been a collaborative effort instead of a competition? This question might sound radical, but it's worth pondering, isn't it? Let's rewind a bit and dive into the annals of history. The mid-20th century was a time of intense rivalry, a period that witnessed an unprecedented race for supremacy in space exploration. Two superpowers, the United States and the Soviet Union, were locked in a fierce competition, each striving to outdo the other. It all ignited in 1957 when the Soviets stunned the world by launching Sputnik, the first artificial satellite. A small, shiny sphere orbiting our planet, Sputnik was a beacon of Soviet technological prowess and a stark reminder of the United States lagging behind. The event shook the American public and government, sparking what we now call the space race. In response, the United States put all its might into its space program, NASA. The competition was heated, intense, and filled with a sense of urgency. The race reached its pinnacle when on July 20th, 1969, American astronaut Neil Armstrong stepped onto the lunar surface uttering the famous words, "That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind." Yes, the space race was a competition, but it was also a magnificent display of human ingenuity and determination. It was a testament to what we're capable of achieving when we set our minds to it. The feats accomplished during this era are remarkable, shaping the course of human history and expanding our understanding of the universe. Now imagine a world where these two superpowers decided to work together, combining their resources and knowledge for the betterment of humankind. What could have been achieved if they had put aside their differences and embarked on a shared journey of space exploration? As we delve deeper into this thought experiment, let's keep our minds open to the endless possibilities that could have unfolded. So the year is 1955, and instead of announcing separate intentions to launch artificial satellites, the US and the USSR announce a joint effort. Imagine this for a second. Two global superpowers, instead of locking horns in a tense standoff, joining hands in a bid to conquer the final frontier, space. This wouldn't just be a sporadic collaboration or a one-off project, but a full-fledged, unified space program. A collaborative endeavor of this magnitude would be unprecedented, a testament to human ingenuity and unity. The first consequence of this hypothetical alliance would undoubtedly be a significant surge in technological advances. Imagine the brilliant minds of both nations working together, pooling their resources, knowledge, and expertise to build cutting-edge technology. The United States, a powerhouse of innovation, and the Soviet Union, a beacon of engineering prowess, could have potentially accelerated the pace of space exploration by years, even decades. Next, think about the shared resources. The combined financial muscle of the US and USSR would mean a larger budget for space exploration, leading to more ambitious projects and expeditions. The pooling of resources would also mean that both nations could focus on their strengths, maximizing efficiency and productivity. And let's not forget the geopolitical implications. A unified space program could potentially have diffused the Cold War tensions. Instead of a race, space exploration would become a shared journey, a common goal that unites rather than divides. This collaboration could have fostered a sense of global community, reminding us that we are all inhabitants of the same planet, looking up at the same sky. In this alternate timeline, the birth of a unified space program would mark a turning point in human history. It would represent a shift from competition to cooperation, from division to unity, and from rivalry to partnership. With their powers combined, the US and the USSR would have been unstoppable. Fast forward to 1969, and Neil Armstrong isn't the only one making a giant leap for mankind. Imagine a world where the moon landing wasn't a solo endeavor by the United States, but rather a shared triumph between two superpowers. The United States and the Soviet Union, standing side by side, not as rivals, but as allies in the quest for space exploration. As Armstrong plants the flag, it's not a solitary star-spangled banner, but a symbol of international unity and cooperation. The message is clear: we are one species, on one planet, reaching for the stars together. This shared triumph would not just have been a monumental moment in human history, but it may also have driven us further, faster. Picture the combined intellect, resources, and determination of both nations. The space race, instead of being a competition, could have been a relay race where each nation passes the baton to the other, propelling us forward at a pace hitherto unimaginable. With a united front, the moon landing could have been the starting line, not the finish line. The focus would shift from beating each other to the moon, to what lies beyond. Mars, Jupiter, Saturn and beyond, the entire solar system would be within our reach. With the combined might of two superpowers, we could have had a space station on Mars by the 80s, a colony on Titan by the 90s, and by this time, we might even have had our sights set on the stars beyond our own solar system. Shared successes breed further cooperation. This unity would have trickled down, fostering a climate of international peace and cooperation. It could have led to a world where nations work together to solve our planet's problems, from climate change to poverty, from disease to war. The technological advancements born out of this collaboration could have transformed life on Earth. The possibilities are endless. Cleaner energy, advanced medical technologies, unprecedented understanding of our universe, and so much more. The moon landing would not have been a victory for one, but for all of mankind. But how would this alternative history have shaped our modern world? Imagine, if you will, a world where the United States and the Soviet Union had set aside their differences and worked together to conquer the final frontier. The implications of this alternative history are as vast as space itself. We would likely have seen earlier space colonization, with a joint US-Soviet space program potentially setting up colonies on Mars or even beyond. Think about it. Instead of just a few rovers on the red planet, we could have thriving colonies, research facilities, and even cities. The dream of becoming a multi-planetary species might have become a reality much sooner. And let's not forget the technological advancements. The space race was a significant driver of innovation in the 20th century, leading to developments in everything from satellite technology to computers. In our alternative history, with two superpowers pooling their resources and intellect, who knows what technological marvels could have been achieved? Perhaps we'd have faster, more efficient space travel, or maybe even quantum computers in every household. But perhaps the most profound change would be in our global mindset. A collaborative space race could have fostered a sense of global unity, a realization that we are all inhabitants of the same tiny blue dot in the vast expanse of the universe. The Cold War could have been a time of global cooperation rather than a period of tension and division. Imagine a world where the Berlin Wall never went up, where the nuclear arms race never happened, and where international cooperation was the norm rather than the exception. It's a world where the brightest minds from the East and the West could work together, not just in space exploration, but in all fields of science and technology. So, as we ponder this alternative history, we realize that the space race wasn't just about reaching the stars. It was about the potential for humanity to unite and achieve extraordinary feats together. In a world where collaboration trumped competition, the possibilities are limitless. With this alternate foundation, where would we be headed next? Let's delve into an imaginative exploration of the future of space exploration, based on this alternate timeline where the United States and the Soviet Union joined forces in the space race. We'll start with the prospect of Mars colonization. In the real world, we're just beginning to seriously consider this venture. But in our alternate history, with the pooled resources and collective expertise of two superpowers, manned missions to Mars could have been a reality decades ago. Imagine entire communities thriving under Martian skies, pushing the bounds of human adaptability and resilience. Next, let's consider interstellar travel. The concept of venturing beyond our solar system is still just a dream in the reality we know. But in our collaborative space race scenario, the combined technological prowess of the US and the Soviet Union could have propelled us towards the stars at an accelerated pace. Imagine spacecrafts traversing the vast distances between stars, driven by technology born of shared ingenuity and ambition. And what about the exploration of alien life? In our current timeline, we're still in the process of seeking signs of extraterrestrial existence. But in this world of collaboration, the search for life beyond Earth could have been intensified, with more resources dedicated to understanding the mysteries of the universe. Imagine the thrill of discovering microbial life on distant planets, or even the possibility of complex alien civilizations. The potential of this alternate path of space exploration is awe-inspiring. It's a realm filled with boundless opportunities, a testament to what humanity can achieve when we set aside differences and work towards a common goal. It's a tantalizing thought, isn't it? To think of how much further we could have reached, how many more mysteries we could have unraveled, if the spirit of competition had been replaced with collaboration. In a world fueled by collaboration, we may have reached the stars and beyond.